What's going on, Zuma crew? What I'm gonna do right now is I'm got LaToya on the live broadcast. This is gonna be our
Hey.
first testimonial Tuesdays. Something new that we're doing in the Zuma crew group. However, before we get started, I'm gonna let the audience build. So I'm gonna go to the group and see who's there. So LaToya, let's go to the group and get people on this. I'm about to start tagging some people. Can you see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great, great. So we have one person on the, so we don't have anybody on there yet. So we're gonna just let it build right quick and see if anybody comes on. If not, then we're gonna run right through it. It's only 1 minute so far. So we're gonna go ahead and wait. But if you're coming on for the first time, go ahead and comment. Let us know who you are so we can see who is out there in the Facebook land. Hey, LaToya,
Yes.
we just took our way of being part of
Technology.
something epic to a higher level. You know that? That's what we just did.
Technology.
So I see you got your green bottles up. So we're gonna drink green bottles until we see anybody come on.
And I got my Extreme X2O ready.
Let's see.
What I'm noticing is it's a delay with the other computer. You got both of your screens up?
Yeah, I know it's a delay, but
Okay.
still, I just tagged somebody else. But all right, it's 7:02, so we're gonna get started. If people come on and they want to chime in, we'll let them chime in. But we're gonna get this party started. So basically, like I said before, welcome everybody. This is the first official episode of the Zuma Cruise television. Of what's going on? So you got somebody? What's going
Hey,
on?
Kara.
Hey, you see it right there? Hey, what's going on? Good, glad
Hey.
that you came on. But basically, what this is this is going to be our Zoomer Crew television on Tuesday of testimonial time. The purpose of this is to for me to interview somebody that is that who have been part of the company, so they can talk about their experience and hopefully to give some type of education of the products and service, the products that we have with Zuma. So we want you to understand that this is not just us just wanting people to purchase product just because we want people to, we can make money off of them. These are products that are really changing our lives. So what great way and beneficial way to do this by getting on this great technology, interviewing people and letting people tell their stories so you can ask them questions about any of the products and, just hear from their perspective. And hopefully this may want you to maybe purchase some product, not for us, but for you, because our main goal with the Zuma crew is for you to put your health first. So in order for you to do that, you must purchase something and go ahead and do that. So I decided to interview for our first episode of Testimony Time is LaToya Nelson. LaToya Nelson, she's a senior marketing representative in Zuma, and we've been a part of the company of, I believe, by February, correct? So we've been in February. So that's when we launched it. She's a wife, she's a mom, she's an entrepreneur. Not only do she manage the company, being part of Zuma, but she also have two businesses, and she also works in the field as a technology. What would you call it, Toya?
Technology specialist. I manage 2 domains. I manage over 500 users, 250 at each location, and I manage a Win server and a Mac server. So I'm in 2 different environments in the school district.
Okay, that's awesome. And then not only do you do busy, crazy, hectic schedule, had time to manage the Hit the Leaders board, last month in April, and she's also very, very passionate about helping others to win when it comes to health and wellness. So I'm gonna clap. Everybody, welcome LaToya. Hold on. Everybody in shapes.
Everybody in shape. Empowering the business mind to tap into multi-million-dollar industries in beauty, health, and home-based business, and we're turning your wholesale into retail.
I'll do that. Okay, so let's get this party started. I know Tori saying hey, so let's wait to Tori. She's on.
Hey, Tori. Teacher, happy
Laura Brown is on, so just saying hey to her too. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys, hey, we see y'all. Y'all keep commenting, with anything you have up there. So anyways, so my first question to you, I think I already answered, but I'm going to ask you anyway. So let everyone know how long you've been with Zuma.
I've been with Zuma for about 3 months. It's going on 4 months now. Yeah, this month on I want to say the 13th will be the 4th month in Zuma.
Okay, so you say you've been in the company for 4 months. I know we said we launched in February, so that's only about 2 months. So since you was in it before we actually officially launched, was you taking the products before? Have you had experience with it, or what was that about?
Well, first I used the products for myself. Due to the fact I was in previous MLMs, health and wellness companies, I decided to use the products for myself first because I didn't really want to put anything out there until I knew for sure that I was going to be promoting this particular company and these products, given the fact that, I had some disappointments in other MLMs, you know what I'm saying? So because I have people that trust me, they see what I do. I'm big on retail and stuff like that. I just didn't want to put anything out there until I saw what these products could do.
Okay, so great. So whenever you did experience the product for the very first time, what was your feeling about that when you tried the product?
Well, my first experience with these products was I had a migraine shift. And I kept complaining about headaches. And, I was kind of leery at first. And so I kept complaining about headaches and things like that. And I began to drink the water. But what I did notice when I started drinking the water was my body was in an acidic state. And, just reading information about the extreme X2O alkaline water and things like that, I thought that I was doing the right thing per se, because I was detoxing and, doing other things. And so when that migraine had came along, it kind of startled me. I had to go to the hospital. I didn't really want to start on my kids because it was excruciating pain that night. And so laid down, I let my aunt and my husband know what was going on. And I told them I was going to go to the emergency room the next day. So took the kids to school. That morning, I went to the ER. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, if this water is doing what it's supposed to do outside of me having a migraine, I'm not going to have to stay in the hospital for 3 and 4 days because I'm normally dehydrated. Whenever I go into the hospital, I immediately have to get on IV fluids because, like I said, I used to like to detox, constantly eliminating, and body weak, and I have to get on IV fluids. So laying in the hospital bed, I think it was about 7:45 in the morning, I did have 2 bottles of Extreme X2O, which was from my sample pack. And so I'm in the hospital, and I told them, what was going on and stuff like that. Exactly. This right here out of a sample pack. And so I told them what was going on. My migraine, was just excruciating. They wanted to give me medicine and things like that, because normally the migraine is here, but it has shifted to here. And so for me, I was nervous because I never had a migraine that, went here. I always thought that they, went here. And so they did CAT scans and blood work and everything. So I'm just, I'm laying in the bed. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I talked to a few people, they were encouraging me and things like that. But at the same time, I'm drinking this Extreme X2O. And so when the doctor came back with my blood test, she was like, your blood work is fine. Well, let's do an EKG and, all this other heart monitor. They had a heart monitor on me and everything. And so I'm like, oh Lord, I know I'm gonna have to stay, what my kids, I'm just thinking about all this stuff, that comes with migraine headache. And then my blood pressure was 128. I never forget it. 128 over 79. And that was amazing because I take blood pressure medicine. And so I'm like, wait a minute. My blood pressure not up. I'm still having this headache, but what is it? So she came back, the doctor came back. She laid, the IV because they had to draw blood. And I was on the phone with a friend, and kid you not, my blood was flowing like a river. First stick. I'm a horse stick. I have to get a butterfly needle.
A small needle?
A small needle because I have crawling veins.
Uh-huh.
And I was on the phone with a friend. And so my blood was flowing. I'm like, you heard that? It was quiet as a mouse, but you could hear that blood flowing through 5 tubes, getting blood. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. Something going on different with my body because that never happens. That never happened. And so I was talking to another friend, texting them, letting them know, but I still was a little scared and, things like that. And so she said, well, we just going to keep this right here just in case you got to get some IV fluids. And I was like, okay. But in my mind, I'm thinking, if this Extreme X2O with 70 trace of minerals do what it say it's going to do, I'm not going to have to get no IV, right? The doctor came back in and said, you're not going to have to get no IV because guess what? Everything is okay with your blood work. You just had a migraine shift. And I'm like, a migraine shift? My mind was blown away, right?
Right.
And he said, what were you drinking? And I didn't have the green bottle then. I had a bottle water.
The plastic bottle.
A Nestle from Dollar Tree, okay, with a sachet in it. And he said, what is you drinking? I said, I'm drinking Extreme X2O. It has, 72 trace of mineral. It's supposed to take my body from an acidic environment. He said, you keep on drinking that alkaline water because that's what got your blood work like this. And we're just going to give you some stronger medicine to help the migraine shift. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I was not in that emergency room no longer than 2.5 hours. Normally, I would be in the emergency room 6 and 7 hours. I went home, laid down, and got some rest. So that was my first encounter with the Extreme X2O.
So let me ask you this. Thank you for sharing that, by the way. So whenever you received the sample pack, did you think in a million years that this product was going to do just that? Or did you just think, what did you think when, LaToya, I need you to try the sample pack out of these products? I didn't go in detail because the whole time I was like, man, we just going to hydrate with this, We need alkaline water in our body. So, from you getting that sample pack, did you ever think in a million years when you got that sample pack in the mail and you was taking a product that this was going to help you do that at the hospital?
No, I didn't. I didn't think that whatsoever. And the reason why I didn't think it because I was tired of MLMs. I was tired of companies saying, their product is the best, their product could do this and do that, and then you turn around and still have the same issues going on. But what I liked about this company was I could just pay $7.99 that I spend daily after work getting my kids some food. You know, when I go to the salon, getting my kids maybe a McDonald's meal or something like that, some Wendy's, some Chinese food or whatever, just for me to try $30 worth of products. And I was blown away by that. You know what I'm saying? I was literally blown away by that because I've been in MLM for a few years now, and I never known any company to send you products to try before you opt into anything or commit to anything, because it was no commitment. If I didn't like the products, I didn't have to use the products. So yeah, that was my take on it.
So that's awesome, and I thank you for sharing that as well. And one thing I've learned new from you tonight that I didn't know that you was on high blood pressure medication.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
25 milligrams, but I have not taken my blood pressure medicine since I was released from the hospital that day, because and the reason why I say that, it's my choice, okay, to not take it, because since I've been taking these products and putting more minerals in my body, I don't need it. I do check my blood pressure every day. And since I've been on the Extreme X2O, the Focus Up, and some more products, my blood pressure has been 138 over 98 solid. And that's normal range.
And basically, so all you had to do so basically the whole way that you was able to regulate your blood pressure was getting your body out of an acidic environment into a neutral to an alkaline environment. And that just helped you regulate your blood pressure.
Yes.
So for you to be on, how long was you on medication for? Just wondering.
Since I first got diagnosed with high blood pressure when I was pregnant with my son, Joel. He's 8. I had preeclampsia during the pregnancy, and after that, they continue to put me on it on a lower dose. And it's funny because I know why my blood pressure would stay up, because I'm eating baking soda. You know what I'm saying? Baking soda is sodium. And that was because I was pica syndrome, craving non-food items, you know, like eating ice, eating baking soda, killing sunflower seeds. Like, I would take a $3.99 bag from CVS and like eat it within a day, you know, and my body was lacking minerals and vitamins. So I know that's why my blood pressure was high.
Okay, because now that you know that from 8 years ago into now, to know that all it took for you to not to be able to crave those things was just to change the water in your body, which is the foundation of the health. That's what I call it. So for it to change the foundation of the health, how does that make you feel that it was that simple to do?
You know what? It makes you look back and say, you know, when your grandmama and them say, you can't get no juice, drink some water. I never was a water drinker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Strawberry Crush, Pineapple Vest, you know, Pepsi drinking, tea, you know, and water just, every time I would try to drink water, I would maybe cut up a lemon, put a lime in it, you know, do something to make it taste good. But when I started consuming this, it was a different taste. I wasn't craving all those different drinks, because the first time I drunk this, I had already committed to stop drinking sodas. a month before that, because I was like, in January, I'm gonna stop drinking sodas. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I started putting lemon and limes and cucumbers in water, but it still didn't give me that hydrating feeling. So when I began to drink this, I was like, okay, I'm hydrated. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain unless you, like, if you're a real big soda drinker and, you know, your body craves sodium and stuff like that, and you're eating sunflower seeds and all that salty type foods, because I love spice. When you eating all those things and you think you hydrating with a Vest soda or a Strawberry Crush, you constantly, you know, you drinking, but then when you get something that's really nourishing, it's like, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
So this did it for me. It's been clearing my skin. It's peeling dead skin.
I see you all like this.
I mean, like, I'm feeling good. I'm telling you, I'm feeling good about it. Like, literally, because I was not a water drinker. My kids are drinking water. You know, all they say is, Mama, can I get some alkaline water? And they want it in this bottle, because when you start changing your habits, those around you will change theirs.
I love that. I love that. So thank you for sharing that. But I want to go ahead and just capitalize on some great, amazing interaction that we're receiving. So from what you've been saying so far, Victoria Levy, she basically saying that, you know, since she's been on the, you know, on the water and on our products, that she doesn't take her medicine either. So I just want to congratulate her on that. Thank you, Sean.
That's good.
You know, two different people, same kind of common situation, and the one common product helped both situations. I thought that was amazing. Also wanted to, you know, capitalize on Tori. She said that she don't even drink soda anymore. I can say that it's very rare that I drink soda now. Before, I felt like I used to need it, but now I don't even drink it. Now, you know, we see that. Victoria said she don't drink sodas too, so I guess that's the whole.
Girl, she say, girl.
Yeah, let's go back to that one. Okay, so great with that. So how you feeling, LaToya? We having fun with this?
I feel good because
let's drink. Hey, let's drink to that. Let's drink to that.
All right, so, come here, and Joe, come here.
So let's go to the next question too. All right, you ready? So the next question is, what products? We talked about the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing that we really been talking about. So can you let everybody know what other products are you using with Zuma?
Woo! One product of the product.
It's almost like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop, right?
Uh-huh. This my favorite.
So my this right here?
Yeah, buddy.
Look. You know this is my favorite. Look how many's in the box.
Ooh. Yeah. I just got some.
I got some on the way.
But I'm going to tell y'all about this. I'm going to tell y'all about this. The capsules are for me. The liquid is for my son. Okay? And the reason why I say that, and I keep both of them in my house, is B12. I was taking B12, vitamin D. This gives me energy on steroids. Okay. Now, when I first consumed this, I did what the package said, and I took 3. I couldn't sleep for at least 48 hours. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I took it a little late in the evening when I should have just took 1. And I mean, I slayed some hair. I slayed some technology that day. We was doing inventory. I was around 2 buildings Okay. And when I say I touched almost every piece of inventory, Chromebook, laptop.
Yeah, you be focused, like.
I mean, I was just so on point, and I was just feeling good, you know, and I had the energy that was like crazy. It was crazy. And I was like, wait a minute. So I began to look at the ingredients, and I'm like, this better than my vitamin D. Because, you know, I was taking 50,000 units of vitamin D that you supposed to take one capsule per week, and it's supposed to last and get in your bloodstream, when it was only lasting for 2 days. So I'm only taking one of these every other day, because this lasts for 2 days. Yes, it does have caffeine in it.
But the caffeine is natural. So it does has caffeine in it, but it's
green leaf extract.
Yeah, so it's not your particular artificially, chemically made caffeine. It's actual natural caffeine. So if people that's one thing a lot of people think, because it has some caffeine in it, that is harmful, but it's not. It's not the harmful chemical engineer made. It's the natural made from green tea.
And I want to add to that, it's the polyphenols. So if you Google polyphenols, because I did the same thing, you know, I wanted to know what type of caffeine was it, and polyphenols, Google that. You know, when you Google that, you'll see all the healthy polyphenols in this that gives you all natural energy. So this right here, everything, if you busy and if you lack vitamin D or vitamin B. Now let me tell you something about this one right here. This for my son. He's ADHD, and I'm just gonna say he has special needs because he's very articulate. And he is one of a kind. He's a superstar. You know, he loves basketball and he is technology driven. Okay. But sometimes he gets in moods. And this morning, we were having the roughest day ever. And guess what? This right here, all I did was put it in his drink, his water, shook it up. Within 20 minutes, he got his act together. He was focused and he was ready to roll. And as a parent, I mean, I couldn't ask for nothing more, because I'm gonna tell you something. He uses Focalin, and any educator could tell you. And I work in a school district, so I see how some of these children act because parents lack knowledge on giving their children the medicine that they need to keep them focused day to day, trying to get their education. Because if you don't, you're being stereotyped. If you do, you're being stereotyped. His doctor told me to try some all natural remedies too, as you know, along with the medicine, something that could have lasting duration throughout the day, because the extended release of the Focalin, it only lasts for like 4 hours. But this right here, this lasting all day. This is lasting all day. And I'm telling y'all, like, it makes me so happy to see my son focused with this drink. You know what I'm saying? I tried the capsules before on him for, you know, because I thought, because he take, you know, capsules, that this would be better. But these are a little bigger. But guess what? This right here could do the job. And hey, Joel, come here, baby. Bring me your bottle, your cup.
So while you waiting on Mr. Joel, let me go ahead and you know, congratulate Tori for not quitting her job because of Focus Up. So
that's right. That's right.
Focus Up keeps your job. Keep focusing up. And remember, with Focus Up, it supports your focus, your concentration, your mood, your memory, and your mental energy. That's what Focus Up do for you.
See what he got?
I got the girl.
Yeah, that's Miss Porscha.
Hey, so I mean, everybody seems to be loving this interaction. So, hey, thank you guys for tuning in. If you liking what you're seeing, just comment. Let us know how we're doing. We're gonna go into the next question as well. So, again, thank you for sharing that. Oh no, we didn't finish that. So, it's focus up. What are the products that you're taking?
My daughter, Miss Juice Queen, Zuma Blast.
Oh man, I need some Zuma.
Zuma Blast. I got grape and strawberry.
I'm out.
I had to put them in one box because we use these, and I have to trick them because I used to buy the high C, the Kool-Aid coolers and stuff like that. But nah, this is more healthier for them. So when I say I'm changing everything that's going on in my household, I'm doing just that. Also, I mentioned before that I lacked vitamin D and I was mineral deficiency and I needed more, vitamins and stuff due to pica syndrome, eat non-food items such as baking soda. Some people eat cornstarch, eat ice. Pregnant women eat ice. If you ain't pregnant, okay, I'm going to just be honest with you. If you're not pregnant and you eating baking soda, ice, cornstarch, anything that's non-food item, you have pica syndrome. And what that is you're lacking vitamins and minerals. Life Source. This is a multi-mineral vitamin. It's 120 capsules in here. It has every vitamin and mineral that you can think of. It say take 4. I take 2 because these are super good. They give me energy, okay? And they don't have you constipated because I was, taking iron pills as well. I don't have to take any of that anymore. I'm going to have to get some of that coconut, Tori. Everybody been shouting coconut. I'm going to have to try some of that coconut. I also take, when I don't have any focus up, I take the Metabolize AM Extra. And the reason why I take this, somebody has suggested.
Y'all seen that right quick? Hold up. y'all seen that? Look, hold up. That's that. That's because of that.
Yes, this speeds up my metabolism, and it actually does the same thing as the focus up on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, this right here, this is really good to have on hand too. And I do take the cortisone, yeah, product of the product. And the reason why asthmatic, St. Louis, everybody knows St. Louis weather crazy, allergies be on fleek, not only that, I remember, and I just got a whiff of this Saturday when we had the Midwest Hydrating the Nation. It was raining so bad. It was raining cats and dogs. It's been raining out here, and everything. And I took this, right? I took this because I thought my knee would start hurting, right? Because it was raining. Everybody, some people, young people got ortho. Don't think just old people got ortho. Young people got ortho when it started raining. And this has been taking inflammation off of my knees, from my lungs, because, when you have asthma, the doctor normally gives you antibiotics and steroids, prednisone, okay? Let's be honest. Prednisone to clear up your lungs and stuff like that. This right here. This right here.
Oh, that's amazing, Alan. I know we're talking about, let's see, said that my 2 boys don't even think about Gatorade anymore during soccer. Oh,
that's amazing. That's amazing.
You know, like the glass is supposed to be for the kids, but us grown adults keep drinking.
Yeah.
So the cortisone to go back on that, I do. Yes, that is a great point because a lot of people don't know that there is such thing as good inflammation and bad inflammation in your body. And I learned that too. And what a lot of people don't know is if you're struggling with weight loss, what a lot of people don't know is that that can be bad inflammation in your body is the reason why you can't lose. Cortisone also has something in here that also speed up your metabolism. That not only does it combats to get rid of inflammation, but it also help you lose weight as well. That's the cool thing I like about this. So,
it's always got to be a treat.
So I was wondering if you was gonna bring it up.
Yeah. This right here.
How many you got in the box though? Because I'm running low.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7 left. But what I do is I do it in threes. I do this in threes because I really love this. This is my smoothie in the morning. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and nut-free. It also has, the polyphenols in it, but it also has fruit, vegetable blends, blueberry, spinach, pomegranate, broccoli, kale, and cocoa beans and cocoa seed extract. That's the polyphenols, right? And I do a banana, vanilla, yogurt, extreme X2O, and ice. And that's my smoothie. When I tell you, this kills the chocolate craving. Used to love Twix, and I haven't ate any chocolate since I've been doing this. This was one of the first things that I ordered personally outside the water. And this right here, if you like chocolate, I'm just going to say, get you this to try.
Wait a minute, but you got to tell them about the story about the pastor.
Okay, so I do a pastor hair, and he's a diabetic. And so I'm always paying it forward. I was cutting his hair, and, he complains about his sugar being high and stuff like that. And he's always talking about, how he loves chocolate. He tried to bring the kids chocolate and stuff like that. So what I did was I say, here, Pastor, I need you to try this. And so when he tried it, he did the whole pack that night. And his wife called me and she asked me, what did you give Pastor? I said, I gave him some gluten-free dairy.
Look, my mama, hold up. That's my mama. My mama told me
you better get you some, Miss Davis.
Hey, mama. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She said, what did I give him? So I read, the ingredients because he had threw the package away and stuff like that. But it controlled his chocolate craving. And she was so pleased because he mixed it up with ice cream. He mixed it up with some vanilla ice cream. And I mean, it controlled his sugar. So for me, I was pleased with that because I paid it forward and gave this to him, just one pack out of my box, and he became a customer. He liked this. It's controlling his diabetes, but not only that, it's healthy for him. So yeah, these are all the products. Oh, wait a minute. And like I said before, I like to detox. It takes 2.
Yeah.
It takes 2.
Yeah.
It takes 2. I don't have to
by far the best detox.
Oh my God. I don't have to worry about steeping my tea anymore because I can just pop 1 in the morning, 1 at night, really, really gentle. Really, really gentle. I'm just gonna say that. Just really, really gentle. No cramps. No discomfort, no embarrassing moments, just nice, clean, smooth. You got to keep this because it only takes 2.
And did you feel the way I felt? Like it felt like it was getting like, you know, sometimes when you take detox, it felt like it's only getting the top layer, but it felt like it was digging deep inside, where it made you feel like hollow, but not in a bad way, but in a good way. It felt like it was just everything was. It was a good feeling by going to the bathroom. It wasn't like you had, I'm gonna just say runs, but it felt like you was really getting it out of you.
It was, you know what? It really released bloating, because most people don't understand when you detox, if you don't have a large amount of waste coming out, you're not really detoxing, right? You want to get the intestinal sludge and everything. And sometimes when it's loose, you can miss the intestinal sludge because it may be an open pocket to where it'll just slide on out. But if it's bulk, you know, and some people may think this gross, but this reality, if it's bulk, it's ripping the gump from your intestines from top all the way through. So yeah.
I didn't know that. I learned something. That's pretty good.
Definitely an advocate for this health, because yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. So great. So we went through a lot of products. I see people are. My mom says she's a chocolate nut too. I can. Yes, she is.
Yes, better get it. You better get it.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. But and Tori says, you know, her stomach was so flat. Alan Fisher saying that that's the best detox. It feels good to know that with people having certain products and that are taking the cleanse, and you know how when you be like you getting some great benefits from a product, you're gonna be like, I don't want to be hyping it up like it's in your head, but so it feels great to see that a lot of people have the same exact experiences who don't really know each other. We feel the same exact way, so we can say that the product is doing what it's supposed to. So that's great.
I'm gonna add this. I was the detox queen, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I like tea. Girl, you know, all detox queens, baby. And I would drink, you know, constantly drinking the tea and stuff like that, and it was dehydrating me. You know, because it didn't. I wasn't using the right water. You know, and stuff like that in the midst of flushing it. And sometimes when you detox with tea, you're supposed to follow up with a lot of water, but your body began to be weak when you detox improperly.
Yeah, okay? because you're using acidic. Because the reason why I know that, because I was doing the tea as well, and now that I know the information that I know now, I believe the reason for that because your body was acidic the whole time, so you was detoxing. And tea, regardless of what type of tea it is, a tea is acidic. So you was using an acidic type of detox to get rid of all the stuff out of your body. Your body was still acidic, and the type of water you was putting in your body, it was still acidic. So it was like your body never had a chance to get a rest. So it's almost like you're having changing your oil with dirty oil. Mm-hmm. Like, and not realizing that the oil that you're changing your oil out of with your car was dirty the whole time. And you couldn't understand why your engine wasn't working properly or why your car was burning a lot of gas. But what's effective is that the oil that it wasn't the fact you wasn't doing it wasn't the fact that you wasn't doing the oil change. It was the fact that it wasn't the type of oil that you needed to do the change with. It wasn't a good grade of oil. So I think that was the reason why the tea, because I know for me, the tea actually stopped me from losing weight. I became stagnant. I became like I did everything. I was eating great. Like I worked out crazy. And now that I know what I know about water, I believe because our body was acidic and it never got out of the acidic state. So no matter what you did, no matter how much great you ate, no matter how much time you work out, no matter how much water you drink, if your body was acidic and never came out of that, then it was no coming back from it, in my opinion. You having fun, LaToya?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, great. So we went over the products. Thank you for sharing that. So let me ask you this. So with the products, I think you already hit on it, but since it's one of my questions, I'm going to ask it. So what caused you to pick those particular products? Was it for a health benefit? Was you trying to recover from an illness, or was it a little bit of both?
It was a little bit of both because, for one, with the blood pressure medicine and stuff like that, and the migraine pain medicine, it keeps you constipated and it causes other illnesses. And I just wanted to get rid of that. I had people in my family, like my mom and my aunt, to transition at a young age, and I wanted to break the generational curse, shall I say, by doing the right thing, putting more natural things in my body, because it's all about what you put in is what you get out. I mean, and we don't know when our dash is near, but you can do things to prevent it. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to prevent, also I needed to leave that baking soda alone, because like just having a vitamin deficiency and constantly craving non-food items and stuff like that. Sometimes I take the B12, sometimes I take the vitamin D. It wasn't working, and I needed to find something that can really do my body some good so I can practice good habits. And that's one of the reasons why I got into the health and wellness industry, not only, for myself, but for my husband, my children, and my family. I wanted to be that example to show people that you can literally get rid of what seems to be hereditary. Your body goes into a diabetic state because you choose to eat this, you choose to eat that. Your body goes into high blood pressure because you're eating this, you're eating that, or you're drinking that. So I just wanted to have prevention in my lifestyle.
It's great that you said that, because a lot of people, especially, in society, when we talk about the generational curse, the thing that we mostly connect with is by financial reasons, financial generation curse versus health generational curse. So it's great to see that, there are different types of generational curses, and that that not only do you should break the cycle of becoming financially wealthy, but you also should break the cycle of being healthier as well. And I'm glad that you pointed that out, because, a lot of people, it's almost like the society has given us an excuse of the reason why we should feel this way, i.e. example, that the reason why I should have high blood pressure because my mom and dad had high blood pressure. So it's like, instead of us figuring out, is this true, we kind of went along with it and not realizing that, yeah, if you do some preventive maintenance, then you can prevent this. But if you don't do preventive maintenance and watching what you're doing, then of course you are naturally that you are more able to catch this if you don't do these things. So I feel like in society they're saying, okay, regardless of your situation, if you're going to have this because your parents have this, but that's not the case, because if you do preventive maintenance and if you do change the way that you do certain things, then it's a possibility that you might not even have it because you're understanding why those things was happening. Mm-hmm. So, thank you for sharing that, because it is a generational curse and it's something that can be prevented. And it's almost like, putting insurance on your car. You don't know when you're going to need it, but it feels good to have it. Then when you get into a car accident and somebody, total your car, that you have that insurance. Yeah. Versus you walking around dirty, not having insurance, and somebody hits your car and gets totaled, then you out of a car. Absolutely. So I believe that when it comes to these products with Zuma, it's all about having insurance on your body. So when those, when these illnesses or diseases are coming, that you're able to prevent those. And if you do have it, then it's like an insurance policy on you, so to speak. So thank you for sharing that. So another question. You ready for it?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're doing good. So, you ready for it?
Hmm.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Who would you recommend these products to?
Everybody. Everybody, because
The willing, everybody who's willing.
everybody who's willing, but everybody needs the water. And I'm gonna tell you why. I was at first drinking alkaline water in a water bottle. I thought it was the best water until I tested it. And we don't know how long water bottles sit on shelves. We don't know what they're putting in the water bottles. We don't know how long it's set on a truck to transport. But what I do know and what I've found out is when I put this little tea bag like sachet in my water, whether it be tap water, bottled water, water in your cousin's house, your mama's house, whoever house, I know it's going to alkalize it. I know that it's going to put 70 traces of minerals into the water. And I mean, it's changed my life. So I'm I'm going to continue to use this, even if I don't use anything else.
Well, I feel the same exact way. One thing I love about this is the fact that with or without anybody purchasing the product from me, I will still be on this water because if it wasn't for me changing the foundation of my health, then I wouldn't be shrinking. If you see, go look at my pictures. If you don't believe me, go look at my pictures in the past. You'll see a totally new me. So I do, agree with that. So we're almost done. We got one last question, and it's a great question. I'm glad that I'm ending this whole interview with this question because we've been talking about a lot of stuff on this interview about all the products, the health benefits, everything about it. So I think this is a great way to like sum everything up and to get everybody to know, the whole reason behind this. And so the question that I have for you is, which is the last and final question, which is, why did you choose this company?
Um, I chose Zuma because, first of all, they gave me $30 worth of free products to try first before I had to pay anything. And I thought that it was enough product to um, give me some type of gratification. A week worth of products was enough for me to make a decision if I needed to use the products, if they would work, and the integrity behind it. They had a lot of information about the products in particular. They have a scientific health board on their team. Um, they make medical claims. They do make medical claims. So, I mean, just that alone, making medical claims and doing research on what these products really do and to see what they have done for me, that's why I chose them.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, LaToya. It's been 53 minutes, so we did this in an hour. Hopefully, this hour was fun. I see you got your green band on, the truth. So Testimonial Tuesday. So once again, thank you for sharing the reason why you joined the company. If you want to, it's up to you. Would you like to share it with the people of your why? Of why you're going to continue to want to change the change the health of a generation? What is your why? Would you like to share that?
My why is my children. My why is my children and my family, because I feel like if they're young, 5 and 8, I need to be here for them. I don't want to prevent myself from Well, let me just say this. I don't want to be the cause because I don't want to change my habits and not be here for my children and my family. Because when you start changing your habits, your health will change. You know, your health will change. And so I got to be here for my family. I got to be here for my family. And I want to help others change their health because it's possible.
Thank you. And I do agree with that. Being here for the family. I mean, you can have all the money in the world, but if you can't be healthy enough to spend it or to share it with the people that you know, love, and care about, then what's the point, right? So
Yeah.
before we end this, Tyra had a comment. She said, "Oh wow, we permitted to make medical claims." I wasn't on that call, but can you explain the reason why you say that we're able to make medical claims? Can you go into a little detail about that?
Yes, I can, because we were doing a 2 o'clock call, and I was called on the call to do to give a testimony, not knowing that the CEO Ron Howard was on the phone. And the whole thing behind the Focus Up was to get it into the schools, take the sodas out of the schools and things like that. And he made mention that they do make medical claims as far as the Focus Up doing exactly what they say it do. It does give mental clarity. It does make you focus. So this is not the first time that they've seen this case with someone with ADHD and special needs. And that's why I said what I said, because I heard Ron Howe, CEO of Zuma Worldwide, say that on a call. And if you've gotten on any of our calls, you'll hear him from time to time chime in and talk about his mission and his vision for Zuma Worldwide. I invite you to get on the call.
Most definitely. Well, thank you for sharing that. And I did miss that call because I'll be working. But anyways, again, thank you everybody who tuned in. If you like this Facebook Live testimony of time, Zuma crew, what is this? Our talk show? What are we gonna call this? Like, we need to come up with something like that. Like, what is it?
Testimony Tuesday.
Testimony of Time Tuesday. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling it. Okay. So if you like this, comment below. Let us know that, would you like to see this next Tuesday? Then we got another special guest coming. It's going to be Angelique. Angelique will be the next person on the call for next Tuesday. So look, she just said something too. Focus Up helps your vision. Only product that cleared up my vision. So, yes, Zuma Tuesday Live. Okay, yeah, I like that, Victoria. We're going to come up with something. We're going to bring our brain. This is going to be our little talk show. This is going to be our focus group talk show, girl. So we're going to get it in. But anyway.
But it's real. It's real.
We're going to sip to that.
And it's not hype. It's real and it's not hype because you have to try it to build your own story. So, yeah.
Girls, you see, look at Big Great TV. You know I put Be Great in there. Don't tempt me. I will put Be Great. Angelique talking about Be Great TV. But anyways, yeah, that is true. So Angelique, she will be the next guest next week. So stay tuned for same time, same channel, Testimony Tuesday. One more thing, she said, yes, my brother and I have a mental health management company, and we are slowly implementing the focus pills in some of our clients, and it seems to be working. Wow. This is gonna be the place. You see this comment?
Yes, my brother had mental health. He needs that Focus Up. And
no, let's read it though. Alan Fisher said that him and his brother has a company, a mental health management company, and they're slowly implementing the Focus Up, and they're starting to see some improvement.
Oh wow, so
that's awesome. So I guess the crazy part about this is that this company, as you can see, is beyond MLM. Is really changing people's lives. So hopefully if you are tuning in and you are in this group and the focus group, and then you haven't really take a look at least in the water and trying it out for 30 days and seeing how it can improve your health, then you're really, you really are missing out on a great thing. So I do want you to try the product for 30 days and see how it would do your body, because if you see it, you will see a tremendous difference. Just like I've always said, your body just think of your body as a Maserati, most expensive thing that you can cherish. And if you know that expensive thing which you cherish, would you put the most cheapest thing in it? You probably wouldn't. So why do we do it with our bodies? And this is a way that we are able to change that. Majority of us do it because we didn't know. So we didn't know what was acidic water. We didn't know that, difference between alkaline water. We didn't know that inflammation was linked to obesity. But now that you know, what are you going to do to change it? And if you're not going to do anything to change it, then don't complain about your health. That's just what I'm going to say. That's blunt, but it's true. But anyways, we're going to say bye to everybody.
See you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. Hey, just do whatever it takes to be great. You got something to say? Hair, body shapes?
No. If you have a sample pack, go ahead and opt in. At least do yourself a favor and try the products. I'm telling you, if you try the products for yourself, you'll understand why we're so excited. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're just telling you what we're doing and how it's helping us. But I promise you, if you opt in and try your sample pack, you'll get the same results. See you guys later.
And if you want to try a sample pack out, give it to the person who brought you in the group, and they will point you in the right direction. All right, everybody have a good one. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.